One of the perennial questions I get is, how do I divide my page up into guides to produce a layout? And the answer simply is however you like. However, there is a set of numbers which can be used, and it's used all over the place. It comes up in maths, in nature, and everywhere, and it's used in layout and composition and everything. So let me show you and introduce you what this is. I'll do a standard A4 page. Nothing complicated. I'm going to ignore the margins. They've been set there. And again, window, workspace, and essentials classic. So I've got my options up here and my pages panel floating on the right. So this is a 210 by 297 page, 297 millimeters, 210 millimeters. But obviously it could be anything you like, a poster, A5, A3, whatever it is. And the numbers we're talking about to divide the page up are the Fibonacci series. And the Fibonacci series is a set of numbers found in nature all over the place. And starting with 0 and 1, every subsequent number is made up from the addition of the previous two. So 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and so on. And it's these numbers that we can use in sizing and positioning to give us something different, something that is quite pleasing. So let's look at 21 and 34. So I'll go here. We'll do 21 columns and 34 rows. So 21, 34. So layout, margins and columns. And we want, actually, no, not margins and columns. We want layout, create guides. So rows will be 34. And I don't want a gutter. And 21 will be the columns, and I'm tabbing here, not pressing OK, and I don't want a gutter as well. See, and this is our division. Now, I could choose higher numbers because they go on infinitely. The problem is InDesign won't let me. So if I go to say 50 or something, and the maximum is 40, I'm not entirely certain why. But anyway, we'll do 34 by 21. We'll fit it to the page. I don't need to remove anything existing, but I could, and I do OK. And this is my grid. This is what I work to. Now, I can create a box and snap to the grid, etc., and that's fine. So this gives me a set of sizes for whatever I want. But there's something else we can do. It's like, where do we position this? I mean, we can put this anywhere. Well, let's go back to the Fibonacci series. And we've got 8, 13, 5, say, something like that. So we can say, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 8? 3, 6, 7. So 8 down. So that gives us that. And we can go all the way down to 13 below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So down to about there, something like that. I might be off a bit. Yeah, one more, I think. And again, we can have, say, 3, 1, 2, 3 to the left, and we can have 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Let's hide that. So what we have is a layout with an element in it, a box, whether it's text or images, doesn't matter, which has been sized and positioned according to the Fibonacci series. And it's as simple as that. And this is also where, by the way, the golden ratio comes in. You may have seen this around for composition. And the columns, not the columns, the boxes are used according to the numbers. 21, 13, 8, etc., etc. And if we look at these are boxes 5 wide, 8 wide, and 13 by 13, and so on and so forth. These are all squares. We can see a better view here, you see. And if I go searching for the golden ratio, you can see this in composition, where it's used to create logos, layouts, all sorts of stuff at the end of the day, that you can use it just as a template, a background, a set of guides to produce a result, whatever it is. And it's quite nice to give you different varieties, different ideas, different layouts, and there is an underlying sort of design to it, and it produces some quite nice layouts. Again, though, at the end of the day, it's entirely up to you what numbers you choose, how you organize it, how rigid you are or how loose you are following these. But the Fibonacci series comes across everywhere. You see it all over the place, and these are the numbers. So this is one way to create a layout and size of elements and boxes and positions and so forth. And again, we can see this in a very good book, which I thoroughly recommend, Grids for Graphic Designers, Ambrose Harris. They've got a set of books. They're all very, very good. And here we have our Fibonacci series. And here, 8 down, 8 from the left, 5 from the right. You can see you can choose whatever you want, 13 from below, and the width 21, 34. Again, I haven't bothered keeping to those, but these appear from the Fibonacci series, and that's how it works. So let's go back. And of course, obviously, we can do this on facing pages and all sorts of things. So that's the Fibonacci series as regards layout.